Hello guys and welcome, my name is Feniks and today we're looking at Dead in Bermuda. Dead in Bermuda is a management survival game when you lead the group of survivors from the plane crash, and we're going to try to survive on the island, discover adventures and see what this game is all about. I got the press build as you can see in here, but it's nearly complete and it's nearly what you will see in your main game when you buy it eventually on the 27th of August. Okay, let's start a new game. I played for a little bit just to get a feel of it, but I didn't really get into too much. As you can see, I'm on day 5, so I just managed to learn everything in here. Okay, it starts. So as you can see, the story goes as you can see in here. There is pretty much no talking, so I will talk over what we can see in here. Basically, we are flying on a plane with this group of passengers. You can see some of the guys that we will have in the game on the plane. And the plane crashes. For whatever reasons, one of the engines blows up, and we're going to crash on the island. We have no idea what island are we on, and it really is kind of this similar feeling to a Lost game, when you are kind of trying to go to the island, discover mysteries and see what it's all about. Okay, we're a few hours after crash and we have a little bit of a talk. So hey everyone, let's regroup and talk a bit. So basically our guys are going to introduce each other to themselves, and basically that's what we do. We gather a few people, it's I think 8 of us, and we're trying to set the camp when each of us will talk about ourselves for a little bit. So as you can see, Alice 45, she has husband Robert, they come from Montreal and like hiking and cooking. So that's Alice, that's her skills, she will be good at certain things. And this is kind of important because we'll be using their skills for survival, obviously. As you can see, Bob, I like to tinker a bit at home, so that's good. And he goes fishing on Sundays, so he may be useful for fishing in the island. Now, Alejandro is 32 and he was a holiday resort manager, so we don't know really much about him. I have no idea what skills he will have from that. Dr. Bethany Winters, she's 28, coming from London, and she's good at medical help, so she will have medical skills as you can expect from the doctor. Yuri doesn't speak much, he's Russian, and Ilma from a small Russian village, obviously, because apparently that's where everyone from Russia comes in games in Europe. Even though there isn't really that many small Russian villages and there is a lot of cities there. But yeah, they're from Russian village, and Julia was married to this dad at some point. We know nothing about them, to be honest. Apart of Julia, she doesn't want to tell her age, and she looks like some sort of psychopath killer. Jacob is a bit impatient, but he knows how to survive hostile environments. So he's like this bald guy who suddenly started walking in Lost on the wheelchair. I don't remember his name now, but he's like that. Okay, so Alejandro, they will have a little chat in here. They honor the silence of the people who didn't survive, and we'll have things in here. Effects. We gather 10 wood, 2 stones and 1 tinder, and they are a little bit depressed, all of them. If they go too much depressed, they will eventually die, and that will be game over for this one character. So we have to manage their depressions level. Okay, we'll start in here. That's our camp when they sit and talk and kind of try to sort each other out. In here we have buildings and workshop and the plane. So we have to figure out our people. Let's check it out. And you can see in skills levels we have strength, agility, constitution, fighting, and all this mental utility and food stats. Okay, so we need somebody who is good at scavenging, to scavenge things from the plane. So Yuri seems to be the best one, so we're going to take Yuri, just grab the guy, drag him across, and put him next to the plane. He will scavenge from the plane. We only have 12 uses on the plane, so as we scavenge 12 times, we can't do it anymore. Yuri is good, efficiency 1, that's great for Yuri. Okay, it appears that Alice is really good at exploring. Winters, surprisingly, he's quite good at exploring. And Alejandro is good at exploring, so we're going to use them for this activity. So let's grab Dr. Winters, place her here. Come back to Alejandro. I'm really annoyed that I can't zoom out from it. It would be easier, but hey, whatever. Alice, you go as well. And the last one was Alejandro. Alejandro, let's send you there. Cool, so we have these people done. Now let's check other guys in here. Skills. Bob was saying that he was good at crafting, and he's not tragic to be honest, but Alejandro is better, surprisingly. Alejandro is really good overall with everything. The stats will improve as the game progresses, so don't worry about that too much. Yuri is excellent crafter as well. Now that's tempting to use him for crafting. But I think I will use him for scavenging for now. He's excellent cook though, so that's great. Okay, we're going to use Jacob for crafting and Bob. So Jacob craft, and we're going to grab Bob. Bob, come on Bob. You go in here. Okay, now we have only 2 people left, so we're going to be using Iliana. Iliana is really good at research. Well, Julia or Julia sucks at everything pretty much, so we're going to place her in the knowledge department for now, just so she can gather some knowledge. She's a useless character. She's one of the most useless ones ever. From crafting we can select one, we can do a campfire. 10 wood, 2 stones and 1 tinder, we can do it. We have enough resources for that. They will be working on it so we can have some fire to stay overnight. Now that everyone is placed, we click next. And we'll show you exactly what we're going to gather. Yuri gathered some wood, some rope, tasty meals is important because we need some food to start over. And a pillow and coffee cup. Okay, these items can be used kind of in the Facebook way. You give it to people, it reduces their stats, improves things, and does everything there. Okay, we crafted the fire, that's great. So on the fire people can talk to each other in here, and they can reduce their depression levels as they talk. They get some fatigue as we go on it, so we have to gather some place to sleep as well. And that's the place, that's exactly what we needed, is the place to sleep, so we're going to be doing that. And the depression levels drop a little bit. In here we're going to explore. We discovered new areas, so we have to check them out as well. Okay, they got a little bit tired, that's kind of understandable. Okay, let's jump in here. That's our map. And we discovered a new area. In here we have moist suitcase. So we can inspect that. Certainly coming from the plane crash. Does it belong to anyone who survived? Does it matter anymore? Well, if it did, they would probably tell us, wouldn't they? So I'm pretty sure it doesn't belong to anyone. Okay, we're going to search it. And with searching, there are 2 things you have to look at. The stealth, that will reduce the chances of being attacked by monsters. Monsters are pretty much animals from the world, like snakes, brams and other things. And scavenging, that will allow you to gather more resources. I think we're going to be using Alejandro for it. Alejandro has scavenging 48 and his stealth is 35. Not the highest stealth, but we will be using it, I think. Because we can always increase it later in the game. So he's going to go there. It's a stealth check. Failed. So unfortunately monster attack, yes, we're being attacked by snake. We got some damage. And what do you find inside, Alejandro? Show us. Some fabric, psychology magazine and painkillers. Not bad overall. Great, go back to the camp. There is no more things discovered on the map, so that's okay. They can keep discovering the map for us. That's fine. And we have another phase. The day has 2 phases: morning and the evening, and then is a nighttime. So that's how the phases go. We have to figure out what sort of crafting do we want to do. Sleeping area is not bad, and we need that really pretty much desperately. So let's do it. Will take longer. It will take actually a few days to do it, especially with this wonderful team. Yuri will scavenge still, and everybody stayed in the positions. And here is a water. Water is essential for survival. If it goes to 0, it's game over, we die. So we have to convert fruits into water, or we can use it as food. For now I'm going to convert all of them, so we have enough water. Each guy uses 1 unit of water per day. Okay, let's skip again and see how it goes for now. Some more wood. Some rope, tasty meals again. Yuri, you are good at it, mate. You are really good. And fruit. An axe. Awesome. Axe is useful. Depression's level, however, are growing for the guys. They will work together here. They crafted not bad, really. And this +3 hearts means that the way they like each other. If they work together, they may like each other or they may disagree. Like them two, they hate each other. This group goes to the beach, discovered new area, and recovers some fatigue from that. Oh, Dr. Winter got some constitution for it. Great. Okay, we're at nighttime, so let's see. Managed to scavenge some food in that damn plane. That's great. We can search a plane for more, and anyone knows how to hunt. Jacob does, but not with the bear hunt, so we have to find some materials for him to be able to hunt. It's fine. We're going to ration some meals and decide how to go about it. And they just tell you pretty much tutorial like that. They say that we can basically use fruits for water and other things like that, so nothing too amazing. Their hunger levels are like 11, 10 and all sorts here. We don't have to worry about them yet, because this one gives you 10 to 20 hunger level drops down, so everyone is beyond below 20. I'm not going to be using this yet. I'm going to actually leave it for now. On the night time they will recover a little bit of fatigue and sometimes depression as well if they talk at night time. Fire intensity, so you have to add things to fire. Oh, degraded 3 meals, that's fine. And 4 meals degraded as well, so we should be actually using them, I think, next time. Their depressions level are shown in here, so everyone is still okay-ish. And the hunger levels are fine as well. Alright, the daytime comes. We're on day 2 of our adventure here. We're going to be still using these people to do things, and we're going to skip the next day and see how it goes for us. Yuri will do some more wood, rope and tasty meals. We will use them tonight though, I think. For everything. I think that was a mistake not to use them, actually, so we should be. Crafting increased, great. They will be better at crafting now. Hopefully by the end of the day we will have things done. And they like each other now, great. Knowledge increased for these ladies. And will they hate each other though? Oh no, they like each other a little bit now, so maybe they will improve relationships there. Exploration improved for everybody, so they will be better at it, great. And we have some areas discovered. Great, okay. Let's jump on it. We have areas, 2. One in here we found machete, we're going to pick it up, it's going to be super useful in the future. And we have another place. Fisherman basket, let's go. Inspect it. Basically smells whatever inside fisherman basket. So there is a fisherman basket, it's kind of strange because it shouldn't be there. Not from the plane at least, I think. Alejandro, we're going to use you again, I think, because that makes most sense. Come on, Alejandro, jump on it. Skill check, you have 1 in 3 chances to fail, to win, and you actually fail, as always. That's fine. What is inside? We got a basket, some fish, and fisher bait. That's great. Alright, we are back in our place. We can actually use items on people, so like can have people that will talk and improve things with other guys. So let's check it here. Our guys in skills, there is a thing like discussion. So we need somebody who is really good at discussing things, so they can reduce depression for others. Okay. So Alice apparently is very good at talking. We will give few things to Alice. Let's find her. She is somewhere in here. Alice, and we can have an info about her. That's her traits. She's hiking fun, exploration faster, and crafting medicine skill progress 2 times faster because she's carrying, not crafting. Her skills, as you can see, and relationships with other people. So she likes everybody apart of Julia and Yuri. And that's okay. So with Alice, we can use items on her. We have Psycho Magazine. That will improve discussion plus 5. We're going to give it to her, so she can be really good at discussion seeing. And it permanently stacks with her, so that's okay for her. What else do we have? Painkillers will reduce injury by -20, we don't need that. And Coffee Cube will reduce fatigue and depression by -10. Yuri in here is quite depressed and quite fatigued, so we're going to give him a cube of coffee. Have it, Yuri. And Bob was good at fishing, we're going to give him a fishing rod that will increase his fishing by +5. Go, Bob. Okay, turn 2, let's go for it. Some more wood, rope, and more tasty meals, awesome. Barely double meal and some fresh fish. Unfortunately we can't cook yet because we don't have resources for it. We have some chocolate though, that's always good. Ah, they haven't crafted it yet. That's a bit disappointing, because the fatigue reduces the efficiency of their crafting, so it's lower and lower every time. We discovered the gathering tools. That will help us gather resources things. Great. Will they like each other or not? They will. Awesome. They will have built some sort of relationships. Have to kind of manage that way. You can put people together to make them friends, because it tends to improve. If people work together in a difficult environment, it tends to improve their relationships with each other. Okay. Jacob will talk together. And they don't see each other during the day because he's quite stealthy and walking to the jungle. Great. Jungle is a threat to us, and they talk a little bit about it. Anyone other than ourselves. You see, Ali is kind of trusting. She says that we can count on everyone in the little group, but Jacob, he will mess a little bit. Are you certain of it? Well, we see Alice doesn't trust Yuri. He looks like a thug, and I'm sure he was a in the Soviet army. My thoughts exactly. KGB agents are everywhere, because apparently everyone from Russia is a KGB agent, despite our government says the war is still on. Okay, frightening thought. I will keep both eyes open. So that changes from this conversation. It kind of happens at random, but it happens. Alice's opinion of Jacob increased, Jacob's opinion of Alice increased, and Alice doesn't like Yuri that much. It's not major. If we put them working together, they may like each other. So the hunger levels are higher now, so we have to give some food out. Give you some of this tasty meal. Some of that. Okay, it looks like everybody's fed, so let's jump into it. Fire level intensity dropped, so we have to add some wood to the fire, and water supplies are still kind of okay. And the depression levels are increased, and the people are getting tired, so we really need place to sleep. Okay, so for now we can add some wood to the fire. So convert some wood into fire intensity. We don't want to do it too much. 10 plus 20% it does, so we can do one more, so we don't wasting wood for nothing. Like now, it's not worth it, because 10 to 20% means that we will use actually more wood for less percentage, so we're not going to use that anymore. We can convert some fruit into water. We don't need that yet, so we are kind of okay. Okay guys, I think that's where we're going to finish the first episode. I hope you enjoyed the game. I love it. I really played it a little bit, and I really love it so far. And it's getting more and more interesting in here, especially with this jungle around us that we can discover and mysteries there, and we'll see how it goes. So for now, thank you guys for watching, and if you are new to the channel, please do subscribe, because videos of this game will come out daily, so please do it, so you can enjoy the game with me and see how it goes along. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.